as you heard from the vendors last week, their equipment, the two vendors you had, neither of them are certified. They've been trying to get certified for over 2 years. They're not certified yet. They have not met the 2002 standards. Standards are there for a reason. It's not something to laugh at. They're there to verify that the machinery we put in front of the voting public is accurate, is not prone to be tampered with. Checks and balances. That's why we, by state law, only allow certified voting equipment to be used in this state. I absolutely think it would be a major mistake to put some untested experimental equipment in front of the voters of this state and open up ourselves to all sorts of problems and potential for fraud and election contest and absolute chaos, to be honest with you. I'm trying to do what I think is good for Georgia voters, but I'm not going to do it based on a whim. I only want to do it based on good scientific foundations. Machines that present paper receipts that have the opportunity for somebody to walk out of a polling place with a receipt. It's just so incredibly easy to create fraud, Senator Mullis, when you start putting paper back into this equation.
I have trouble grasping and understanding is that we used to have a paper system, and while there were certain situations that occurred, it functioned rather well on a material basis. If you look at a material basis, and then we get a computer system that we try to use and all that. And it seems like to me what we're talking about is mirroring the two. That to me that is the best certification that we can get. That if I'm in an election and I think something is awry, I have the opportunity to go and to pull those paper ballots to verify the count of the electronic system.
They have a law stipulates in section 15481 that this is the federal law that's being touted as the be-all and the end-all. The voting system shall produce a permanent paper record with a manual audit capacity for such system. The letter that you have before you is to address federal legislation. It's not addressing state legislation. Don't confuse the two. We have a responsibility to our citizens who desire and demand fair elections, validated elections, elections that they can have full confidence in. An effective date of July 1, 2006, I would suggest you would give an adequate opportunity for the Secretary of State to come up with a system that would comply and that our citizens would have confidence in. If you want to talk about university studies, there are university studies that will tell you that the current machines that we have are fraught with potential fraud problems. This bill, Senate Bill 500, is based upon science that's currently available that says that the way that we're voting is not fully confident in terms of what is available.
So you're confident that Section 3 gives her the ability to be able to certify according to any standards that she chooses?
Current election code stipulates that the Secretary of State has that ability.
Yes,
yes ma'am.